jersey. Okay, all right. You know what? I got it when he was still hitting for the Raiders, and no sooner did I get this fucking jersey, boom, transferred him to Chicago Bears. But you know what? I'm gonna rock it anyways, man, because these things ain't cheap. I'm pretty sure you know. Got my Raider cap on. Get ready for that football season kicking off. The Raiders won the preseason game, but we all know that don't mean anything. So enough about football. I didn't come to you to talk about sports. I'm pretty sure you can get all that on ESPN. We're talking about institutionalized behavior. How to spot it in your loved ones or in yourself. Little things that you might be still doing that's kind of like just second nature. It's mechanical because you have really no idea that it's going on. I mean, somebody had pointed out some things to me. I'm going to show you some of them pictures so you get a good laugh out of it. And if you see these things happening in one of your loved ones returning, your husbands, your wives, brothers, uncles, fathers, whoever, and they're doing these things right here, then you know more than likely they're probably institutionalized. Because institutionalized behavior is not always bad. I mean, we learned a lot of things in prison. I mean, I learned a lot of respect, a lot of mannerism. I don't just fly off the handle and disrespect people. I'll call bullshit when I see it. I'll call things out. I'll call people out on things. I'm pretty assertive in my communication. I'm not afraid to approach anybody or talk to anybody. Ain't no puppy piss running through this heart right here. But institutional behavior is a lot of the things that we've learned on the inside. Now, institutional behavior could be demonstrated in a lot of different people. For some of you out there that are watching that are ex-military or ex-law enforcement or maybe still law enforcement or still military or anything to that nature where your life was mechanical and it was routine and it was under the gun of an institutionalized practice of discipline like the military, like prison, chances are you're probably institutionalized yourself. If you're military or something like that and you're still looking at your watch and it's on a 24-hour schedule, guess what? You're probably institutionalized. But I'm going to show you some things. You're going to see some pictures about institutionalization. But with me, I still kept a lot of the stuff that I had released from. Now, for some of you that know my story, I basically got out of the federal prison system on January 12, 2017. And I released to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, a place that I've never lived, never visited, didn't even know the fucking state existed until I rolled through it. It just so happened that I got off I-40, walked into the Walmart, robbed a bank, got back on I-40, and I was gone. Back towards Texas, and I'm originally a California boy. But I explained to some people that after my father had died, most of my family moved out of Cali, and I was already still in the CDC at that time, so my mother had moved out to Texas. So it was kind of like I was going back and forth to there. And institutionalized behavior for me is a lot of the things, these habits and these tics and everything that I do, that I still do to this day. The way I talk, certain things that how I approach situations, how I communicate with people. I mean, anytime that I got like an issue with somebody, it's kind of like a junta when I'm dealing with these people, right? It's like, you know, got to get all the shot callers around, all the llaveros and all that, and we're going to square this business away. And it's really funny because a lot of people don't catch on to this unless you've been in prison. But this situation just happened the other day, and somebody pointed out to me saying, "Hey man, you're not on the yard anymore, homie. You don't have to gather a little meeting like that to get your point across." But you know, these are things, man. I mean, I did a lot of time. And these are things that are kind of ingrained into me, and over the years it'll probably take a lot more time and more freedom to kind of wean them out of me. But let me show you some of the things that I still got that I released with. Look at that. Shower shoes. These shower shoes was all that I released in, and I still kept them. The reason I kept them is because I still take a shower in these things. Not anymore. I kind of had started to set a goal to break that habit. But I was going into my own shower in these things. I mean, who does that really? Who wears these things in their own shower? I mean, the reason we do it on the inside is for obvious reasons. You got like 100 to 200 different pairs of feet in that shower at any given time, man, and all that funk that's coming off of their body is swimming around down there when in the around the drain, and you don't want to be stepping and all that. I mean, people's ass, people, who knows if somebody would have pissed in there, and your feet, your bare feet are all up on that. So shower shoes is a necessity in prison. When you get out of prison, if you're still wearing them, chances are you're institutionalized. So I got this t-shirt, man. It's the t-shirt I released in. I held on to it. I wore it for a long time. Probably because I'm still institutionalized a little bit. Sweatpants that I released in. Most definitely. Look at this duffel bag that the feds gave me. This goddamn duffel bag. And all I had to carry in this duffel bag was all my legal paperwork. All my paperwork, man. This is my whole life story right here. Kept it. Held on to it. So institutionalized behavior. Look at this picture right here. Now this is my bathroom. This girl that I was messing with some time ago took this picture, and it made her laugh because she'd done time too, right? And she was like, "What the hell, man? Why do you got wet socks, wet boxers drooped over the shower curtain rod? And look at this, right? Cleaning my bathroom with what? That's right, a towel. I got a towel, a damp, wet towel draped over my toilet, and she found this like this and thought it was interesting and funny and comical, so she snapped some pictures of it. And now here they are. I mean, what do you think? Institutionalized behavior? Most definitely. So here are some signs for you to look out for in somebody that you know that may be institutionalized. Number one, are they still wearing shower shoes in the shower? Break them of that habit. Tell them there's no reason for you to be wearing those shower shoes in that shower anymore, because I mean, you're all family in there, man. I mean, you don't really need to do all that. Some people still do, and some people are just that much of a germaphobe to be like that. Number two, when they're brushing their teeth, where are they spitting? Are they spitting in the toilet or are they spitting in the sink? Now, on the inside, you don't spit in the sink because you got to think of one thing about living in a cell. That sink is where you wash your dishes. It's where you do a lot of things in that sink right there. And the toilet's usually always right directly below that sink. So why spit in the sink when there's two of you in there? I mean, I don't want to have nothing to do with any of my cellies backwash all up in that sink. So you spit in the toilet on the inside. But on the patio, how many of you are still spitting in the toilet right now? It took me a while to break myself of that habit. I did that for a long time. I was even doing that in the halfway house. I mean, 10 dudes all up in this big giant bathroom, all these sinks, everybody's brushing their teeth, spitting it in the sink. Nobody cares. Nobody's spitting in the toilet. I'm still spitting in the toilet. People are looking at me like I'm crazy. These are just some habits that they're hard to break. So number three, to recognize that somebody's institutionalized. Are they taking a shower in their boxers or in their socks or even their t-shirt, to the most extreme case? If they're doing that and you go into the bathroom after they're in there and you see some damp boxers draped over the rail, over the towel rack, chances are they're still institutionalized. You might want to confront that behavior as well. There's a lot of other things as well, like just certain kinds of movements and everything. How are they making their bed? Are they making their bed with small little folds? Obviously, you can't roll your mattress up. A lot of us and the homies and everything like that, we roll our mattress up. During the daytime, that mattress stays rolled up all day long. Kind of hard to do that with a Sealy or a Serta mattress or even a Tempur-Pedic. But if you got somebody in there that's like making their bed all military style with the little 3-inch folds going down and maybe draping their towel over the corner of their bed, chances are they're still institutionalized. Or put it like this: if your loved one or you refers to your bed as your bunk, you're still institutionalized, my man. I don't care what it is. Another one that is quite interesting as far as institutional behavior is concerned is how do they carry themselves out in society and stuff? Are they shocked to be in one place? Do they look awkward or uncomfortable whenever they're around large groups or in stores or something like that? When you take somebody shopping for the first time, where are they going to? Are they getting all the dehydrated beans and the beef sticks and top ramens and all that kind of shit? Or are they going to go straight to the meat or the produce and all? If they're going straight for the top ramens, chances are they're probably still institutionalized. And a lot of people think that, you know, once you get out, it's like, man, I don't ever want to see a top ramen again. I don't ever want to see that shit again. But you know what? It's kind of hard to break. Every now and then I still eat top ramens. And if that makes me institutionalized, well, I guess then I'm institutionalized then. Another one is, and this is California specifically, is interacting with other ethnicities. Once you're off that level 4 or that level 3 yard, how hard is it for them to approach somebody of another race? Especially like dealing with the cops. If you ever see somebody, one of your loved ones, or you catch yourself doing this, you're approached by a cop or you're talking to a cop just randomly somewhere, maybe you're at your job, and you put your hands behind your back like that, chances are you're still institutionalized. Another one is if there's a situation where the cops come to your house and you're looking for that homie to take with you, so you're not talking to him alone and you can't find nobody to go with you, and now you don't know what to do, chances are you institutionalized. These are a lot of little things that really kind of stand out. Another one would be, what kind of workout are you doing? Are you still like busting down the burpees? I mean, burpees are great, man. I still like to do burpees. But are you busting them down all the time? Because you don't have to anymore. Because you got more options now. You can go to the gym. You can run down the street. You can run 5 miles and then come back to your house. But if that's all you're still doing, you stuck in them burpees, then chances are you're institutionalized. If you see your loved one and he's doing back arms off of your coffee table, he's probably institutionalized there too. These are little things to look out for and to recognize when they come, because they happen, man. I mean, I catch myself in some of this behavior all the time. And I'm trying to think of a few more examples that you could probably... Oh, how about a coffee mug? I got this coffee mug right here. This is my coffee mug. What does it look like on the inside? Is it filthy, foul, dirty, and stained with all kinds of coffee? If your loved one or you have a coffee mug like this and it's stained all to high hell, you probably institutionalized there too. A lot of this stuff, man, and it's really like beneficial to you for me to point it out, because once you see this behavior in yourself, you can start to work towards removing it out of your daily life. Because I mean, it's unnecessary at this point. You don't need to sharpen up a nail and tie it all together with a whole bunch of bed sheets and torn up t-shirts, man. You can go out and buy yourself a buck knife if you really need a knife. You don't have to curl water bags anymore. You can go buy dumbbells at Walmart. There's a lot of things, and you ain't gotta make no pruno no more. You just go to the liquor store. All these things, man. And if you're on a fixed income and you smoking bugler and you're ripping out pages of the Bible just to roll that thing up, stop it, man. You institutionalized with that shit right there. So there's many different examples I can come out with. Maybe I'll do a part 2 and get some more examples off the top of my head. I just got off of work not too long ago. I'm chilling out right now in my office here, recording this thing. Can't really think of anything right now, but it's a lot of things. If you're yelling down the hall like the Waltons, buenos noches, to your whole family, you probably institutionalized there too. So we'll go ahead and leave that one with that. Let me know what you think of this video. If you got some institutionalized behavior that you're still experiencing, that you're trying to shake loose, shoot me a message or a comment in the feed right here, and I'll try to get back to you on that, and maybe we'll throw that in the next reel. Until then, peace out.